The Los Angeles night was ablaze with camera flashes, the air electric with anticipation as the city's most glamorous event unfolded. The iconic red carpet, rolled out beneath the dazzling lights, became a stage not just for fashion, but for stories, reunions, and farewells. Fans lined the barricades, their cheers echoing down the boulevard, hoping for a glimpse of their favorite stars. Tonight, the spotlight belonged to the cast of Stranger Things, who gathered for what would be their final season premiere, a bittersweet milestone marking the end of an era that had captivated millions around the globe. The cast, now older and more seasoned, walked the carpet with a mix of nostalgia and pride, their camaraderie evident in every shared glance and inside joke. All eyes were on David Harbour and Millie Bobby Brown, who arrived together, radiating unity and drawing the attention of every camera lens. Their entrance was more than just a photo opportunity. It was a moment that seemed to pause the chaos, as if the world was holding its breath. Their laughter rang out above the crowd, and their whispered jokes, shared in the midst of flashing bulbs, were captured by every camera, culminating in a hug that felt deeply personal, almost as if it belonged to another, quieter world. This embrace was more than a photo op. It was a statement, a silent message that spoke volumes about their journey together, both on and off screen. For a brief moment the noise faded, and the sincerity of their connection took center stage. Netflix quickly amplified the moment, posting a video of their arrival adorned with a tearful emoji, signaling the end of an era. The post went viral within minutes, sparking a wave of nostalgia and speculation across social media platforms. Fans and followers flooded the comments, sharing their own memories of the show and expressing hope that the cast's bond would endure beyond the final credits. The message was clear. Whatever had happened behind the scenes, tonight, they were a family. The cast's group hug, filled with genuine emotion, seemed to bridge any gaps, at least for the cameras and the fans watching at home. Yet, for those following recent headlines and rumors of tension, the display raised more questions than answers. Was this unity a carefully crafted narrative or a heartfelt reconciliation? Was this a genuine reconciliation or a strategic move to protect the show's legacy and ensure a triumphant send-off? In Hollywood, where every gesture is scrutinized, authenticity and performance often blur together. The stakes were high, not just for the show, but for the reputations and futures of everyone involved. The world was watching, eager to interpret every smile, every embrace, every subtle glance. In a world where every celebrity gesture is analyzed, their appearance was both a performance and a testament to a complicated bond. The red carpet, for one night, became a stage for both celebration and speculation. As millions tuned in from around the world, trying to decipher the truth behind the smiles, one thing was certain. The legacy of Stranger Things, and the relationships it forged, would linger long after the lights faded and the cameras stopped rolling. Just days before the reunion, the narrative was far darker. On November 1st, the Daily Mail reported that Millie Bobby Brown had filed a formal complaint against David Harbour, alleging harassment and bullying. The news spread rapidly, casting a shadow over the show's final celebration. The complaint, reportedly filed before filming began, suggested a deep, ongoing conflict. Fans were shocked. The beloved on-screen father-daughter dynamic was suddenly in question. Every past moment between them was now viewed with suspicion. The fan base split. Some defended Brown's courage, others questioned the timing and validity. Official silence from all parties only fueled speculation. Instead of a confrontation, the world got a hug, leaving everyone to wonder what was real. When serious allegations surface, every detail becomes crucial. The way a complaint is framed can shape public perception, influence legal outcomes, and impact the lives of everyone involved. In high-profile cases, the stakes are even higher, as the world watches and forms opinions in real time. Early reports clarified that Millie Bobby Brown's complaint against David Harbour did not allege sexual misconduct. Instead, the focus was on bullying and harassment, serious issues that often go unaddressed in the entertainment industry. This distinction is important, as it shifts the conversation from criminal accusations to the equally significant realm of workplace behavior and culture. By framing the conflict as a workplace issue, the narrative changes. It's no longer about criminality, but about the standards we expect in professional environments. This reframing invites a broader discussion about how power dynamics and interpersonal relationships can affect mental health and job satisfaction. Bullying, even when it doesn't involve physical harm, can be deeply damaging. It can erode confidence, create anxiety, and leave lasting emotional scars. In creative industries, where collaboration and trust are essential, such behavior can poison the atmosphere and stifle talent. According to reports, Brown's complaint described a pattern of behavior that made the work environment toxic. This wasn't about a single argument or misunderstanding, but about ongoing actions that created a sense of fear and discomfort on set. For a young star like Brown, filing a formal complaint is a significant and courageous step. It means confronting not just the person involved, but also the systems and hierarchies that often protect established figures in the industry. It's a move that can carry personal and professional risks. The sheer volume of the complaint suggested that this was not an isolated incident. Instead, it pointed to a long history of problematic behavior, documented over time. Such thorough documentation is often necessary to be taken seriously, especially in high-stakes environments. This case shines a light on Hollywood's evolving standards for workplace respect and safety. The industry has faced a reckoning in recent years, with more people coming forward to demand accountability and change. The conversation is no longer just about individual cases, but about creating safer, more inclusive environments for everyone. Brown's actions reflect a new generation that is unafraid to speak up and demand better conditions. Young professionals across industries are challenging outdated norms and insisting on workplaces where respect and dignity are non-negotiable. At its core, this is a story about boundaries, respect, and the changing norms that define our workplaces. It's a reminder that progress often begins with one person's courage to speak out, inspiring others to do the same. The complaint triggered an immediate investigation, delaying production for months. Cast and crew were interviewed, and new protocols were put in place. Brown had a representative present on set throughout filming, a rare measure. The dynamic between Harbour and Brown was now carefully managed. Despite the tension, they had to portray a loving bond on screen. Every scene was charged with underlying strain. The entire cast and crew felt the impact, as the show's heart was tested. Yet, the final season was completed, shaped by challenges far beyond the upside down. The turmoil that would later unfold between David Harbour and Millie Bobby Brown stood in stark contrast to the warmth and camaraderie that once defined their partnership. Their relationship, which had been celebrated by fans and the media alike, was often held up as a shining example of genuine connection in the entertainment industry. Harbour and Brown's relationship began as mentor and prodigy, mirroring their on-screen roles in Stranger Things. On set, Harbour took Brown under his wing, guiding her through the complexities of acting and the pressures of sudden fame. Their bond was evident to everyone around them, and it seemed as though nothing could shake their mutual respect and affection. Harbour often spoke of his protective, fatherly feelings for Brown, describing her as someone he felt responsible for both on and off the set. He would recount stories of offering advice, sharing laughs, and even helping her navigate the challenges of growing up in the spotlight. Their chemistry was praised as both authentic and deeply emotional, with critics and fans alike noting how their real-life connection brought a unique depth to their performances. The emotional resonance of their scenes together became a hallmark of the show's success. But even early on, Brown described their dynamic as emotionally charged, with real arguments and passionate debates fueling their performances. These moments, while sometimes difficult, were seen as a testament to their commitment to authenticity and artistic growth. Over time, however, what was once seen as creative passion now appears more volatile in hindsight. The intensity that once drove their collaboration began to reveal cracks beneath the surface, as personal boundaries were tested and emotions ran high. As Brown matured and found her own voice, the line between productive debate and personal conflict blurred. The evolving power dynamic between the two actors made it increasingly difficult to separate their professional relationship from their personal feelings. The evolution from mentorship to formal complaint marks a painful shift, not just for Harbour and Brown, but for everyone who witnessed their journey. What began as a story of support and growth ultimately became a cautionary tale about the fragility of trust in high-pressure environments. Their story is a reminder of how intense creative bonds, while powerful, can also become precarious when personal and professional boundaries are crossed or misunderstood. The emotional investment that once fueled their best work now serves as a poignant example of how quickly things can unravel. The journey from trusted partners to adversaries is both shocking and, perhaps, inevitable in the world of entertainment, where the lines between reality and performance are often blurred. Their experience stands as a powerful lesson in the complexities of creative collaboration and the importance of maintaining healthy boundaries. Amidst the controversy, Harbour was also facing personal turmoil. His separation from Lily Allen became public, with her latest album hinting at their struggles. Harbour's pain was on display, both in headlines and in his own reflective interviews. He spoke about how personal challenges shape his art and growth. This context doesn't excuse alleged behavior, but adds complexity to his story. Harbour is not just a headline. He's a person navigating loss and scrutiny. The intersection of personal and professional struggles is a reminder of the human side behind the drama. The allegations and red carpet reunion split the fandom. Some fans hailed Brown's courage, others defended Harbour's character. The media feasted on the drama, analyzing every detail. News outlets noted the lack of confirmation, but speculation ran wild. The red carpet hug became a Rorschach test. Was it forgiveness or a PR stunt? The absence of official statements left a vacuum filled by rumor and opinion. The story became a case study in how public perception is shaped. In the end, the image of unity was as divisive as the allegations themselves. In Hollywood, perception is everything. Harbour and Brown's red carpet appearance was a calculated move to reclaim the narrative. The image of unity reassured fans and softened scrutiny. For Harbour, it suggested reconciliation. For Brown, professionalism. Yet, some saw it as a cynical act, protecting profits over truth. If more details emerge, the hug could be seen as deception. The effectiveness of this PR move depends on what comes next. In the end, public perception is fragile, and the truth has a way of surfacing. This saga offers powerful lessons. On-screen relationships are fiction. Real-life dynamics are complex and messy. The story highlights evolving workplace standards and the need for respect. It also exposes our tendency to judge with incomplete information. The truth is likely nuanced, not black and white. Whether the hug was real or staged, it underscores the pressures of fame. The most enduring lesson: behind every story are real, complicated people.